Here we are, folks. Season 1, pilot episode of A Million Voices podcast. I will be the host for this podcast. My name is Christina Nalbandian, and the point behind this pilot episode is just to explain a little bit about myself and about why I chose to start this podcast. Little background knowledge: I have no education in podcast or radio or broadcasting, anything like that. I do have background in media. I own a media agency called Chris Media Inc. The sign's behind me. As you can tell, very creative name. And I love soccer. I'm a huge FC Barcelona fan. So you soccer fans can already guess who my favorite player is. I don't want to hear no debate. CR7, Messi. We can save that for another episode. Why do I have sunglasses on? Because I felt like it. And on top of that, I usually wear them in the summer all the time when I'm out with my friends. I love hanging out with my friends. Family is the number one thing in my life and very, very important to me. The reasoning behind this podcast is I feel there's a stereotype towards podcasts. I think people feel that if they're not an entrepreneur or they haven't achieved something super, super successful, whether that's in athletics, career, relationships, anything like that, that what they say may not impact someone else or may not be validated. That's something that really hit me hard recently. I was with my friends, hanging out in my friend's backyard, as you do in the summer. And of course, with your best friends, you give each other advice. Everyone goes through something different. Everyone goes through a different experience. So when someone's having a tough time, you obviously try to carry them through that and be supportive. And I just sat back and I realized that everything we were saying to each other, someone else out there will probably learn from that as well and might actually resonate with it, even if it's just a sentence and even if it's something we don't think anything of because it's just me and my friends talking. But I saw a quote later on that day on Instagram, and it said that whether you know it or not, everything you say, someone out there has to hear. And to me, that was a big wake-up call. I want to provide a platform where I don't care what your career is, what your background is, your gender, your ethnicities. None of that matters. You're allowed to come on and speak your truth. Speak what you believe in. Speak about experiences you went through, hardships, successes, anything that you're really passionate about that someone out there may benefit from hearing from. There's 7 billion people in this world. My guess is that a lot of us have gone through the same thing, whether it not be the exact same experience, but the overall gist of the experience is the same. So why not take the opportunity to share how you overcame, let's say, a hardship or how you got to a certain success point in your life? And keep in mind, not everyone has the same definition about success. So I'd like to hear what your definition of success is. I'd love to hear about maybe a hard time you went through and a very, very key lesson that you learned that you want to share with other people. You just think about it as talking with your friends in a backyard or getting on the phone with a family member and giving them some advice. So the goal of this platform is to create a community where people can be themselves and share their truth with others with no judgment, no hatred, and no criticism. Because at the end of the day, you're no more special than the next person beside you. We are all the same and we are all equal. Doesn't matter, rich, poor, entrepreneur, working a 9-to-5 job, none of that matters. At the end of the day, we are all the same in that we are humans, we have feelings, and we go through things. So obviously, I love to laugh as well. So it's not going to all be serious. I have a few guests coming on that are jokesters themselves. So I hope you guys like why I'm doing this podcast. I hope you subscribe. I hope you follow along. It's going to be a great journey. I'm going through it with you. I've never done this before, as I told you before. So I'm excited, and I hope you're as excited as me. And if you do want to be on the podcast, please let me know. I would appreciate the support as well. Share this with your friends. If it's something you think will resonate with anyone in your life, share it with them as well. Like I said, I want everyone and anyone to feel welcome to come on. Just reach out to me, and I look forward to starting this journey with you guys. Catch you on the next episode.